Fire signs, how are we doing? So let's get into your reading. What's the energy, healing, spiritual guidance, coaching that's needed for you over the next 7 to 10 days? Whenever you see this, it's timeless. If you get called back to it, by the way, in a few months, right, it means there's a message for you. You know, the energy healing and spiritual coaching that we do is not going to be a ending from the beginning of when you see it to the end of the 7 days, right? So just bear that in mind, because themes can be carried through. And if you're joining us from the air sign, and if you're joining us for your top placements, great. If you're a subscriber, love to you. Thank you. And if you're not, I'd love for you to subscribe if the energy resonates with you. Don't forget, I have a group energy healing session happening on the 7th and 8th, where I send out group healing to those that are on the list. You need to have paid by the 5th of June, and also then sorry, I should have asked to take a coffee, shouldn't I? A sip of coffee. Is that you being scattered, or is that me being scattered from my fire placements? Aries, Leo, Sag. So apologies for that, but because we've done the weekly astrology, I hope you've checked it out as well. The group healing, paid by the 5th of June, and it's £25, $32, very cheap, instead of a full group, full individual healing. They're very ideal for top-up healing, or if you are financially constrained. If you're able to get the individual healing, I do advise you get it. It's very powerful, and you will like it, and you will feel the difference, okay? And we can focus on your area. The group healing happens every between 6 to 10 weeks, and it's different themes. But either way, whatever the theme is, this time it's chakra unblocking, rebalancing, ready for you to transition, ready for you to upgrade to the next level. Whatever that is, we're always learning and upgrading, aren't we? So let's get into your reading, fire signs. If you want a personalized reading or any of my services, the website is on the about page. Everything is always in the description box below. I hope you've seen the Astro Weekly, because full moon in Sag, hey up Sag, and also Leo, you've got so many planets and alignments in your sign. You've caused quite a bit of a ruffle of feathers over last week. Wow, was the energy tense? So I wonder what we've got this week. Right. Okay. So Two of Pentacles. First card out, Two of Pentacles. What are we juggling? What are we thinking about? Two of them. Three of Cups, okay? Community events. There's something around people. Are you juggling two priorities of different groups of people to do with your work? You're focusing on your work. You're mastering your work, okay? And last one, Knight of Swords coming up. So, like you know, we don't necessarily go into the tapped energy of the tarot. We go into your spiritual healing and guidance. Being called to this deck, second card to pull, community, same as this, very much aligned, okay? I am feeling something though with the Knight of Swords and this card and community. Look, we've got threes, okay? We've got 2 and 3. We've got a 7 and an 8. Interesting. 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay, so community and community. With this, I really feel like with the Knight of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles, you are trying to work on something diligently, but there is something that is coming in, and that is going to make you feel like, how do I handle this situation? I, for some reason, get that this is not making you feel very good. Let's see what we get. I feel like I don't know, I think you need to watch the earth sign reading. I'm getting a strong pull that you need to watch the earth sign reading. I think there's some people that are masked, peacock. Peacock talks about vibrancy. It talks about you being born to shine and to inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy, and be grateful for life, and the more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Okay, so don't hide yourself. But I also think with this, there's some people around you that have been masking who they are, and they actually have a bit of ego. I think this ego is coming through, and this ego of how to deal with them is actually causing you a lot of anxiety or some angst, okay? So it's like you've been with a community of peacocks who seem to have been amazing, but now the mask is falling off. And you're seeing yourself as a flamingo. Okay? You have been one color, you've been pink all the time. Peacock has so many colors. And their vibrancy really attracts you, but once you get to know them, there's something about them that you can't tap into, but there's something about them, their true colors are actually showing, but you've always been true. There's something about a perceived threat around someone you're dealing with. There's some angst, anxiety about a situation. And I think you are trying to, because it's causing you angst, you're trying to focus on your work, but you can't really pull it all together without this pentacle being up here as well. And that's what's causing you anxiety. This could be about team members, it could be about person. You're getting pulled into something, and you are sensing the peacocks, or the peacock is not the peacock. There's something not right about the situation. And when you try to refocus your direction or step away for a bit because you're feeling something's not right, you're noticing that this is not, until this is fixed, you can't fully focus on what you need to do. So what is it? There's something or someone that's causing this that you're dealing with. I really feel that they have a big ego. I really feel that, you know, no matter how you try to, I can see you feeling that you're going to be at a loss. There's something not right. You're sensing something's not right. And there's something about here, the devil in the details. Peacock, there's so much detail in their feathers. There's devil in the details. The Knight of Swords doesn't notice the details though. The Knight of Swords that's rushing in, like I feel, is the peacock with the ego, misses details. You won't, but you're very anxious. Pay attention to how you're walking. Pay attention to the devil is in the details. It's like, do you know when you smell something or you see something from far and it's glitzy, right? You're walking towards it, but there's something that's telling you maybe not. Maybe not. Aries, Leo, Sag. There's something about it. From far you were smelling chocolate cake and honey, or honey glazed cake or whatever. And as you're getting closer, the smell is still there, but it's starting to fade, and you're starting to smell some other ingredient. And it's kind of like, is this cake? Is it honey? Or is it shit covered in honey? Someone is trying to make a situation inviting, but your intuition is saying there's something wrong about it. interesting. Air signs got this as well. And it's about your intuition, but it's knowing that you should listen to your soul, trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing, emerge from the busy life, okay? Don't get caught up in this energy, because this is what's making you very anxious about the situation and the past. I feel this person or situation is pulling you in. And this is about, and I feel even when you're trying to go into the loon, intuitive, it's about emerging from the busy life to seek solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. And there's something about protective here, protection, but you are strong, you are wise. It's kind of like, you know, in true life, sharks seem that they are the most vicious in the sea. Forget the whales because they're so big. But when it comes down to the truth, dolphins can actually beat a shark. So remember that, because this energy that you're feeling from this person is horrible. Like, just being really anxious about it. You need to be good with your boundaries. Stick up for yourself. But there's a question here of like, do I stick up for myself and be assertive? Or do I be more hesitant and be vulnerable in the situation towards this person who doesn't seem like you can be vulnerable? Because if you're vulnerable, they might take advantage, because they seem to, you know, they've not been the right, there's a change here. There's something that you're sensing that's not right. And you're getting overwhelmed. I mentioned the whale, didn't I? So you could even be the whale and not the dolphin. You're getting overwhelmed, you're getting anxious about the situation. It's so uncomfortable. You're feeling uncomfortable. It's probably affecting your days. But the whale, the orca is a whale, and it's about adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing a wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You're more powerful than you know. More powerful than you know. And maybe you're losing that feeling. Maybe you have to choose with this card between two people, which I wouldn't be surprised, because everything on here has got, you know, we've got the community card. We've got a lot of people around as well here. Like there's more than one animal. There's two energies you might have to choose from. And it could be you actually thinking, what should I choose from? Should I choose to be, you know, either the dolphin or the shark? Or should I choose to be a loon or a peacock? Which are very different. The peacock is very colourful, it's out there, it's unique, it's able to set boundaries, it's assertive. There's a bit of ego there, but it can be controlled when we're talking about it in your energy, not the other people's energy. The loon is more solitude, it's quieter, it's flowing with life, it's very intuitive, it knows it's protective, it's trusting, it's listening to its soul, it's seeking solitude when it needs to. It knows it's also unique in its own way and knows it's loved and protected. So which one do you choose to be? There's definitely, let's get some cards from here, but I know what I want to say. There's a sensory overload with this anxiety. And the senses on point is probably getting that also it's blocking your throat chakra, because I feel that, and we've got blue card, throat chakra. This is also about your journey of your quest, so it could be relating to people that you're dealing with that's on your path, not to higher wisdom, but that you are wise to handle this situation. You have the wisdom, and what's happening could be related to what you're trying to work to achieve. Either a relationship, a person, in a job, in your journey, whatever it is to do with. I feel like your throat chakra and your crown chakra is needed. Also forgiveness, all right? There's an element here that some people just don't, they're just the way they are. And it can be annoying when you've grown and worked on yourself. And I think taking solitude out and really kind of stepping back when it's all getting too anxious is going to help you connect to your third eye and see things clearly, and maybe what you need to do, whether you act like a page or a king, or whether you act like the peacock or the loon. They're the peacock. Whether you're a whale or you choose to be a dolphin or the shark. And you can't be a shark. You're a dolphin. You're the loon. You're the whale, ultimately above it all, you're the whale. Something's not right about the situation, fire signs, but you have the life experience on how to handle it, which is about forgiveness. It's about that you've become wise. You're really worried about what you're going to lose with this. A big worry about, you know, there's a loss, or you think you're going to lose something, or possibly even stabbed in the back by someone. I feel like I said with the quest card, for some of you it's to do with what you're trying to create and work towards, whether it's to do with a relationship or whatever it is. I feel like some of you think you're going to get stabbed in the back by this person, or you've started to see that, or you have. I also feel like with the peacock and the community card and the Knight of Swords, that this person might have tried to provoke some of you to take action every time you try to go into hermit mode. Let's see what comes up here. And you've had questions about this person from the beginning. Like, I think sometimes you've not seen it, but then you've had, at a certain stage, you've had questions. At the beginning, you didn't. And then later down the line, because of your leadership and your experience in being able to be a leader, you've had questions about this person. Aries, you're coming through strong here. Or you could be dealing also, this person could have very strong Aries in their chart, which means they're very stubborn in the way they deal, which relates also to their ego. The moon. The moon is because you can't see. You can't see whether this, what is the outcome of this? You can't see the person clearly. You can't see if you're going to lose something that means a lot. You try to take space and you're worried because they're going to hurt you, and you know what to do in the moment. You will know what to do in the moment. In the heat of the moment, you will know what to do. You are knowing what to do. There's the page. Remember I said, are you going to be the King of Cups or the King or the Page? Are you going to be also the Emperor? They're coming through as Aries maybe, or a Divine. Are you going to be an Emperor, or are you going to act like a Page? Do you need to be a bit more vulnerable, or can you go in straight away? You do feel quite wounded by this. And every time you go into sort of a pausing mode, they are there to poke you, to try and bring you out. It could be something they say. Try to take you out of your space. You're worried about the hurt. You're trying to take a moment when you can. Page of Cups. You're trying to, you know, there's a vulnerability here, and you're kind of like, do I just speak it? Do I be vulnerable and open a bit into my heart and offer something so that I can't lose, or so that I try and bridge something? But you will be in the spirit. This is the loss. This is the loss that you're fearing, and the isolation and the loss of finances, but the loss of the larger impact. Page of Wands. It is definitely around creativity and something you've been working on. It could even be like the relationship, could be anything. King of Cups. So you're going to be the King of Cups, or you're going to be the Page of Swords, or the Page of Cups. Seven of Cups. where you can't see, where there's disillusion, and it could be them. It could be them seeing things in an illusioned place from their own ego, from their own thing. But you know, I really feel like in the spur of the moment, community again. Surround the people around you, someone around you, a situation. Something that means something in terms of maybe also gaining network or community. Wheel of Fortune, the cycle will close and it will open. The universe has your back. With the Wheel of Fortune, the universe has your back. Jupiter ruled, Sag, Jupiter ruled. In the heat of the moment, you're going to be the magician and you're going to alchemize the SI shit out of the person and the people, and you are going to get what you need. So, fire signs, I'd love to know what this relates to for you, Aries, Leo, Sag. Whether you see this right away, whether you see this in 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, I'd love to hear. But this is your spiritual guidance and coaching, free coaching, because I do life coaching and spiritual coaching, as well as life purpose coaching. For this week, I do recommend that you check out the earth sign reading as well, because I feel like it might resonate for you. Air sign got one of them as well. Air sign got the anxiety, a bit of a mouse energy as well. But it's going to work out. It's going to work out, fire signs. So take care of yourself and I'll see you in the next reading. If you're staying on for water signs, I'll see you in that. Check the weekly astrology as well. So fire signs. So fire signs, the second message I'm actually getting for you is some of you have been through a strong betrayal. Or possibly a very traumatic experience. And some of you might have feel like you've lost your way or lost yourself a little bit. Like you've lost your vibrancy, you feel like you've lost a bit of your soul, and that's the experience, but it's not your reality. And you need to seek solitude with the Hermit. Go into silence. You might feel restless and scattered, but you will come out renewed, and you're going to be like, you switch your phone on after you've gone into Hermit and there's loads of pings, and you're like fully back online, and you are going to be like an alchemist and a magician, and your energy is going to change and shift. You just need to let go of the past and you will be fully alive in the moment. If you need some energy healing around whatever's happened, because you know you do feel like you've lost yourself, you've lost your way because of what's happened, that's another message that's come in for some fire signs. So I just wanted to add that on because I was getting it afterwards. And like I said, there is the energy healing session coming up, and I do individual ones. So I'm just adding this on to the fire sign. Take care of yourselves. If you're staying on for the next element, then please do stay on. Like I said, Earth might have a message for you. Take care, and I shall see you in your next readings or in the water sign readings. Bye for now.